2007 Peugeot Boxer auto cruise symbol. This is the van. I put the name Talic on it. That just come off with a hairdryer. It's just a little graphic off the eBay, and the Union Jack the same. That'll come off. Okay, so we fill our water from here. This is fresh water tank. It's lockable and in the lock works, and that's got drinking water in it. I clean it out with the right chemicals and I drink from the tap. This is the boiler for the hot water. This has to be removed, otherwise the boiler will not fire up. This clip that I put in it, because I lost one off the last motorhome with the wind on the motorway, when I bought a new one, I drilled a hole and put a pin in it so to stop it blowing off. So that pin is in there to stop it blowing off. This is the 240 volt hookup, conventional hookup point. Down here we have the water waste. Now I've got this out here for ease of view, so I can turn the tap from here. Under here is a bracket for it to fit in, which means you've got to get under there, and I can't do that, so I have it out here all the time. This is the exhaust from the night heater, the diesel heater. That's mounted up under the van there. It's got new wheel trims on it, on all four wheels. Tyres are very good on all four wheels. There's no aging, no cracking on them. All in all, she's a very smart van. Now come to the back door. There's a bike rack to go on here. I've taken the bike rack off because I don't want it on. But instead of sealing off all the holes, I've put these stickers on over the holes so the bike rack can go back on again. I don't know where you're going to see this. There's one there, and then there's the one there. So it's got blackout on it. Come around to this side of the van. The sunlight seems to mess this furniture up, and it's done the same on this panel here. I put the blackout on now, so that may stop the sun damaging it anymore. You'll see the inside of the van from the inside in the next video. Just here is a cupboard. This is the water hose. It's food grade water hose, and it's cleaned out with the chemicals that clean the tank out. I have some boxer gloves and some hand soap for when I'm doing the toilet. The toilet's just around the next corner. So that's the... Oh, there's some pockets on here which are neither use nor ornament. If you put anything in there, you're not going to shut your door, are you? There's a fixed step. There's a reversing camera. The screen is up there. You'll see that working in the next video. And you got your high brake light, which that's not on the earlier models. They put it on the later model. Yeah, all the inside videos you'll see later. This is an outside video. So let's shut this door. Now you've got the Autosleeper graphics, and you've got the chrome-ish looking Autosleeper badge. The dragon is a reflector, shows red at night. Marks on the bodywork, there is some. There's none on this door. This door, there's a couple of small dents there, probably something to do with the bike rack. No, there's not one there, there's one there, so that's probably something to do with a bike rack. But that's the back of the van. And then this side of the van. Let me show you in the cab. Right, seat's currently turned around, hang on. Right, so good carpets, which you'll see on the inside videos. Just the ordinary foot. Let me get this out. There you go, a carpet. And then this carpet here, I've got this one screwed down, but there's just normal underneath. I just wipe my feet on that before I get in. Just an old bit of carpet that I can throw away. I put a new bit on. There's no rust in this van whatsoever. You're really going to get to see all of this on the camera. There it is, coming down underneath along the sails. I don't know if I'm showing you this. I can't get down here. I'm too old. I can't get down. But I can try to get along a bit. Yeah, here we go. There's no rust. Here's the waist. That's the one. Show you under the van. Right. Diesel heat. Come round the wheel arches. I don't know if you're seeing this because I can't get down there. You can see this one. You can see this one on the camera. See, there's no rust. No rust anywhere on this one. There is a few marks. Pings and dings as I call them. There's some information there. Don't know what that's about. Something there telling you to turn off your battery. No smoking when you turn off your battery. You've got your tyre pressures this side. 4 in the front, 4.5 in the back. Oh, the bottom of the door. No rust. No rust around the doors. See, all that's nice and clean. There's a small dent there. You can see that. There's a dent here on the bonnet where the graphics are. It's been raining, so it's wet in a minute. But there is. Oh yeah, there's a mark. Now you got this all over the van, really. Well, no, you haven't. It's not all over the van at all. There's one here. Where else is there one? Oh, there's one here somewhere on the door. Yeah, there he is. One there on the door. And there's one on the sliding doors possibly. I can't just see it in a minute. It's here somewhere. There's one of them on the sliding door. This is a damaged bit. It's a toilet. Damaged down there. Because this door opens that way and the sliding door opens this way. So the sliding door meets this. If this toilet door is open and you've gone off to the toilet to empty the cassette and your lady opens the door, she'll lit this, so it's been cracked. But I've priced these up. In my local caravan shop there's one for 28 quid. They're about 35 on eBay. But it's replaceable if it annoys you. Right, we'll show you under the bonnet. Okay, so it's had a new fuel pump. Paperwork for that is documented. It was done earlier this year actually by the previous owner. No, not this year. Last year. We're only just into this year, aren't we? It was done early last year. And at the same time, timing belt, cam belt was done, and the water pump and the cam belt was done prior to that. But because the pump had to come off, the new timing belt, cam belt was put on. but it's a 94,000 mile engine. That might sound a lot to some people, but it isn't. But it's your own choices. So that's under the bonnet. Right, coming back to the no rust on the van. We do this side now. You can see. Can you see? I don't know. I can't see. What am I looking at? Oh yeah, there it is. I can't get down. I put the camera down but I can't see anything. Right, there's no rust around this wheel arch. And as you can see, there we are. And then I'm going to try and go down here. Okay. So there's the sill and then along the sliding door. And you're coming along. And there's the step. You see there's no rust. And we come along here and then we come to the front wheel arch. There you go, no rust. Talic is on this side with a unicorn. So this sliding door. Okay, so we'll come back to the rust. As you can see, there's no rust along the door, up the door, inside there. Passenger door. Down there, nice and clean. Clean all up there. And then around the door. You see it's all clean. Electric windows this side and the other side, electric mirrors. Well, you see all that on the inside of the cab, but you can see it's all nice and clean. Again, carpet here for wipe your feet on getting in. Carpet on the passenger side. Immaculate. Have a carpet here for wipe your feet when you come in. Carpet again, clean. You see all the cleanness. There we go, cleanness here. Seatbelt information there. The seatbelt is here behind the seat. Door, no rust. Down the door. Well, that's the outside of the van. I'll show you the inside of the van, and I'll start with a diesel heater, which is on the control panel is up there just above the cooker. So if you're interested in watching the rest of my videos, I'll mark this one as part 1, and then you can take it from there. The toilet, I've just put my keys in there to show you. I don't know why I'm showing you this, because you already know this, but this is the more important thing. The keys, do not leave them in the door, because you can see what's going to happen. So I always turn the lock, take the key out, and it's ready for closing. Now, before we go into the toilet bit, we go into this bit. This door has been broken. Now it's been repaired. Well, not repaired, because you can see it. It's been welded back together, plastic welded back together, but it's not been filled and it's not been sprayed. A new one of these, as I said earlier, down my local caravan shop is £28 for a new one of these. That in itself is no problem, but it means you've got to take the old mastic out. When you take these screws out, you've got to cut the old mastic, and that's going to be a devil's own job. So that's up to you whether you want to do that. But the main important thing is that's there, as you can see. Now when we open the sliding door, look what happens. and then that is the damage. So if you've left that open and gone off to empty your cassette, and somebody opens that door, the two of them are going to collide, as they've already done so. And there is the result of that. Why the door wasn't put on the other way around, so as it opens this way, I have no idea. If you replace this door, I would advise that you put it on so that this piece of door is standing out here. You replace this into your new door and the centerpiece. The door that's down my local A&E in Northwich, A&E Leisure Sales, Northwich, they're our local caravan dealer. £28 for one of these. It just comes hollow, so you have to put your own lock, your own button and your own insert. It's easy enough to do. You just strip this down, it'll all come together. Take these screws out, but your cutting the mastic is going to be your main job, and obviously you want to mastic it back in when you put it. But if you're going to do it so the door opens this way, then you will never break it again. Anyway, okay, so let's come to the toilet. You know the toilet. It's the thing is with the panel van, as opposed to a motorhome, the toilet seems to be further in. In my motorhome, the toilet was more to the edge, so it's further in, which means the flush, when you fill the flush water, it's kind of, let me show you this, it's kind of in the way, so you have to sort of take the top off with the cap sort of half in and half out, and there you go. So now you can fill your pink and your water into there, but you want to be careful because you have carpet down here inside the van, so you want to be careful you don't get any spillage of water. Now here's your sight glass, empty at the minute because of the winter drain out, but there's the sight glass there telling you how much is in the toilet. And as you know, oh you go, here I use this in the end of my hose pipe, so just to keep my hose pipe running rather than have the gun on my hose pipe. I don't want water spraying everywhere. But as you know, you release it down there, and it's the conventional Thetford toilet that comes out. So you know all about that, and if you don't, I'll show you how it works when you come. That says tank fresh on there, but it isn't. I've used all the tank fresh. That is actually green, the green chemical, and this is the blue chemical. I have both. I haven't got any pink at the moment. I've used all the pink up. So well, when you get a pink, it stands in there as well. There's enough room for 3 bottles in there. And as I said earlier, the gloves and the hand soap is in that locker at the back of there. I always use rubber gloves when I'm doing this job. Not because mine is dirty, but when you go to the emptying site, when you remove the manhole cover or open up the toilet, however, whatever it is, you don't know what anybody else has done there. So I always have rubber gloves on. So there we go. That's the van. And there's going to be parts 1, 2, 3 and 4. Part 4 is going to show the awning that comes with it. It's a Cayenne awning, freestanding, drive away. I don't quite know how it totally works. If you watch the video you'll see it, but fitting it to the awning rail I had trouble with, so I didn't do it. But then again, I am an old person without much energy anymore. So there's the awning rail coming along, and it ends here. Now when I tried to put the awning into that, I couldn't do it. It was just too much hard work. It's too high, so you need steps or some small ladders or something. But I'm not a young man, so a young man would probably have no trouble with it. A tall man would have no trouble with it. I'm short and old. I got no chance, have I? Anyway, so there's the van. So if you want to watch the other parts of the video, feel free. Cheers now.